everybody, and welcome to my Camino del Norte. This was 7 days I spent walking along the northern coast of Spain, just fresh back from the Camino yesterday, so still very much feeling it and having it all in my mind, thinking over the week which I've had. I walked around 85 miles over between 6 and 7 days. The distance varying between around 25 to 30 kilometers a day, sometimes slightly more, sometimes slightly less, depending on the distance between the places that I was staying and the weather conditions, etc. I walked on my own, although there were other pilgrims on the route as well. Sometimes we crossed paths, sometimes we walked in each other's footsteps, sometimes they were behind, sometimes in front. So I did make connections with other pilgrims on the route. But my overwhelming experience really was one of peace and quiet on this route. It's a lot less busier than the Camino Frances, which is famous throughout Spain as well. So I only walked 7 days. I'm already planning my Camino to return next year. I walked between Laredo and Unquera and Bustillo, which is the border between Asturias and Cantabria. So should I resume my Camino next year, that's where I will start again. So I was walking on my own. I can't say that I didn't have some nerves about doing that. However, I didn't feel at any point unsafe on the Camino. The Camino has its challenges. There are physical ups and downs. There are very much mental ups and downs. I see the Camino very much as a metaphor for life itself, really, with the experiences that you have. It was really interesting to come into contact with other pilgrims, all walking in the same footsteps, all doing our own walk for our own different reasons, from different places throughout Europe, America, all over the world. And we all came together as pilgrims, all walking the same route. So, if you'd like to find a little bit more out about my Camino, my the best experiences, how I felt each day, the equipment I took, and so on, then sit back and enjoy the next few episodes of my mini series. They're split down to the days that I walked on, so each day being each day of walking. All I really need to say is if you're thinking about the Camino, then hopefully this may inspire you. Tell me what you like about what you see, what you don't like, if you have ideas, advice, if you have questions. Obviously, I still have lots to learn. I've only done one Camino and I plan to do lots more and learn from those. But if I can share my knowledge to help you, maybe you're younger than me, maybe you're older than me, maybe you've got a really good level of fitness, or maybe you just need to have a better level of fitness to start and you're in training now to do that. I would say that you don't need huge amounts of training to do the Camino. You need to have a relatively good level of fitness and be active on a daily basis. But I think it's open to anybody. And I had the most basic equipment that I went with. I didn't invest in expensive shoes or expensive socks. I took what I had. And you can find lots of excellent packing lists online, but don't be discouraged by thinking you need to invest huge amounts of money in special equipment for walking, because you really don't. And I took the basic things that I have and didn't really find I was wanting of anything on the Camino. A basic backpack, which weighed about, I think, 5 kilos once it had food and water with it as well. So very light, recycling clothes, washing things when I could, but you don't need to take much. It's the reasons that you go for which are important, and the experience that you will have on the Camino. And everybody does their own Camino, has their own experiences. So sit back, and all I have to say really is buen camino.